Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Friday Favorites and Flops. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I have a ton of favorites this week. I posted a few videos this week that I will leave linked down below. Stocking stuffer video. I did like a smoky eye that was really requested with the Lorac Mega Pro palette, but it's also a look that I used colors that you could find in the Lorac Pro 1 palette. So if you didn't get your hands on the Mega Pro palette, then don't worry, I made it so that you could find the colors in your collection or in the #1 palette. But enough of my like jibber jabbering. I just want to get on to some of the favorites because like I said, I do have a lot. In that tutorial that I posted yesterday, I showed this brush from Becca. This is called, I think it's called the One Perfecting Brush. And right now they have like a limited edition one out, which if I were you, I would get that one because it's so cute. It's gold handled. I will leave it linked down below. It is so pretty because it's like all gold. I just love this brush and I was really intimidated by it when I first got it. So the bristles are really soft and thick, as you can see, and it's made to be able to like buff your foundation in, like your cream products, contour with cream products or powder products. It's made to just go like back and forth. So in the tutorial, I showed me using it for like contouring and bronzing my face, and then I flipped it on its side and used it for blush, which is what I've been doing a lot recently. The bristles are so soft and I just love how it blends in the contour, gives it that like soft illusion, and it just really buffs it in, and I don't find that I get like patchy, and I don't feel like I get like a stripe. I really feel like I can buff this into the face because it is so soft and it really just works the product in well. I've been using it with this Marc Jacobs bronzer. I've showed this a ton, and I just have been loving this bronzer. I really like the color and I like the formula. It goes on really nice, but I particularly love the color. But let's just talk about the logic behind me picking this bronzer up in particular to use this brush. Big pan, big brush. So when I was like, how am I gonna get this bronzer in, or this brush in some of my bronzers, that like Hoola bronzer, it's kind of hard. So that is the difficulty with this brush, is you would have to probably like dip it on its side to get it in and then use this side angle to contour, which works. But what I've been loving, and it just happened to work out like this, is since I've been loving this bronzer, I'm like, this is the biggest bronzer of life. It's like almost as big as my head. Well, not really, but you know what I'm saying. And this is a big brush and it just fits perfectly. It's just like, it's like made for each other. You know what I mean? Peanut butter and jelly. So rub it in here and then I just use it to contour the face. And then like I showed in the tutorial, and like I said, I just flip it and use it for my blush. I've really been enjoying this combination. I already loved this bronzer, so it just worked out that it was like the biggest bronzer, and it works perfectly with this brush because this brush is so big. But like I said, if you don't have that big bronzer and you want to use it with all your other bronzers, which duh, like you're not just going to get this brush to use with one bronzer, just dip it in the side and you can use the corner. I just like this because it is like the one brush. You can use it for all these different things. Now I haven't tried it using my cream foundations yet. The only problem I foresee is it's like you use it to apply your cream foundations and then you're having to do a lot of spot cleaning. But if you are traveling and you really don't want to take a ton of different brushes, you could take like a spot cleaner and then you could, you know, use one side to do your foundation, use the angle to do your contour, and then use another side to do your blush. Or you could spot clean in between, you know what I'm saying? So if you are traveling, this would be a good brush to take because it is an all-over brush. And obviously you can use it to put on your powder and everything. So really been loving this, and particularly this combination this week. And I know I've talked a ton about this Marc Jacobs bronzer. You guys are probably like, we get it, okay. It's just a great color if you're fair-skinned. If you don't have the budget for this bronzer, one that I would recommend that would be like similar consistency and similar color, perfect for fair-skinned girls, is the Jane bronzer. And you can find that at Ulta, Jane Cosmetics, the bronzer and Inspire. But they also have Dream. So if you are darker complected and you'd like to try that bronzer, they have a deeper shade that would work for you as well. So if you can't get your hands on this and it's not in your budget, then try the one from Jane Cosmetics. So I had a few holiday parties that were this week, and I was trying to do some of the holiday looks, and I really wanted like a really nice thick black winged liner, but I wanted some like pizzazz. So I'm like, you know what, holiday parties, it's time to pull out just like a little bit of glitter, a little bit of pizzazz, and I pulled out this Jane, which again, I guess I'm talking a lot about Jane products. I do like a lot of their products. This is the 14 karat gold water resistant liquid eyeliner. This thing is like yellow and no joke, but they have so many different colors and they're so vibrant and metallic. You guys, okay, so I did a black winged liner, and then this has such a fine tip on it, and it makes it really easy to get precise. I just took it and put it right on top of that black, and it was like a pop of gold, sparkly, beautiful liquid liner that just added something extra, that fun extra thing, like what is she wearing on top. So there is that liner right there. As you can see, super duper pigmented. So here's the wand. As you can see, it's a really thin tip wand, so you can get a lot of accuracy. I just really love this. It's a very yellow gold, but I thought it went well, especially like for the holiday party with some red lips. It seriously was like liquid gold, and that's what it's called, 24 karat gold, and it really looks like that. So it was just that perfect pop of color, perfect for the holidays. So check those out, and the best part is that it's water resistant, so it seriously stays. I posted a picture of this powder from MAC, and this is the new sheer mystery powder. They released it recently, and I mean, like, the packaging is seriously to die for. It's so beautiful. Now I have mine in light medium, and I believe this was the fairest color. So I'm pretty sure it came with the powder inside of it and then a refill powder, but it's very expensive for like the compact. So a lot of people have been asking, what do you think about it? What do you think about it? I'm pretty sure it's limited edition, but a couple of people said, oh no, it's permanent to the line. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to look on that, if it is limited edition or permanent to the line. But the compact is beautiful. The powder inside, it boasts to be a sheer powder with sheer coverage, but it has like a matte yet luminous finish, which that is like a big like, huh? Like, that's what face I give, like, matte but luminous finish. How do you get both? So maybe they're just saying it gives just like a satin finish, because isn't that what matte and luminous are when you combine them, is a satin finish? I don't know. But I thought that that was very interesting claims of that. When I put this powder on, it's not life-changing. It is, I do have it on today. It is sheer, but I do find like, I mean, it's right here, and as you can see, like, that part is a little bit shiny on my face. Say you have an already full coverage foundation on, this would be kind of like a sheer, almost like translucent setting powder in a pressed form. So I don't know if the price is worth it, because it just doesn't seem like it's that amazing. Something similar that's, I don't know if it's way less money, but less money, is the NARS All Day Luminous powder, I believe, or powder foundation. That is a powder foundation. This just claims to be like a mystery powder. So is the mystery like how it can be both matte and luminous? That's the mystery in it. So good name, Matt, good name, because you're leaving us with that serious mystery. I guess it's for us to find out. Would I recommend this? I don't know. I just feel like it's really expensive for just a sort of setting all over powder where I don't feel like it is that life-changing. It's not a flop, and I did like the way that it applied to my face. I like the way my skin looked. So I did want to mention it, because I know a lot of people, I'm not really saying it's a favorite either, and I'm not saying it's a flop, but a lot of people have been asking about it because it just released. So I did want to mention it in the Friday favorites, because I just wanted to briefly talk about it. So I guess I still have to give it more of a try, but right now I'm thinking it's just overpriced for what it is. But you do get a beautiful compact, and you get 2 powders. So essentially you're paying for 2 product. So I guess if it were like, because it's $60, so 30 and 30 each, so if you're paying for 30 and 30, so I guess if you really, really like it, it's worth it, because you get the compact and 2 powders, so it would be like purchasing like MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish over twice. So I guess that's like the logic behind it. So anyways, I just briefly wanted to talk about that, but I've really been trying it out, and you know, we'll see how I think about it, if it pops up in a favorites or in a flop. Okay, the lip combination that I'm wearing today is 3 products. Let me grab another one right here. Okay, the first thing I have on is, this is from Colourpop, and these are $5. I've talked a lot about Colourpop. I've done a whole thing on their eyeshadows. This is a Lippie pencil, and it's in the color Bound. Now they have like coordinating Lippie sticks, which are like their lipsticks with lip pencils, and most of the colors match and a lot of the colors coordinate. Like some match identically and some coordinate. I like this one because it's a little bit darker than the lipstick, and it's the perfect deeper, almost like pinky mauve shade. So there is Bound right there. It's just a beautiful, very, very creamy, and I would say this is very comparable to a lot of my higher end lip liners. So great color. I've been wearing that a ton this week with a lot of different nude shades. What I do have on today is this combination with these 2 lip products right here. The first one is from Estee Lauder, and this is the, these are their lip vinyls, Pure Color lip lacquers, I guess, and this is in the color Vinyl Rose, so I guess lip lacquers, Pure Color lip lacquers. These are thick. I'm not gonna lie. They're very thick and sticky, but that's the trade-off. They're like liquid lipsticks, and they stay on all day. Like you really, this is one of those products that keeps your lips looking really shiny, and it stays on all day. They smell really, really good, like cake batter, but this is a liquid lipstick. I love this color, and it's just the perfect juicy, like nude pink shade. And like I said, this is very, very thick, so I only apply a little bit to get like a very thin layer when I'm going to be topping it with something else. But anyways, I really, really love this product, and I particularly love this color. They have several other colors. I think they have a color called Wet Plum, which is gorgeous for the fall if you are looking, or winter time if you're looking for a great deeper shade, but I love the Vinyl Rose color. But I just do want to say that these are a little bit of a tackier formula. They're thicker, so if that's not something that you like, you probably won't like this. But I really love it, and I'm willing to pay that like trade-off for like a beautiful color, a product that lasts all day. If it's just a little bit tacky, that's not like a deal breaker for me personally. I know it is for a lot of other people, so just keep that in mind. But over top of it, I found these in I believe I found this at H-E-B, which is our grocery store here in Texas. And this is the Covergirl Lip Lava. And there were several different shades. I picked this one up because it's in the color Ooh La Lava. That's cute. I liked this one because it was like a pink color, and it had a bunch of different like almost fuchsia and purple and blue duochrome shimmer in it. And a lot of times I steer away from that kind of stuff, but recently I've been using the MAC Dazzle glasses, and the reason that I stayed away from those is because I was like, I don't want shimmer all over my lips, I don't want shimmer in my lip gloss, I don't want the gritty feeling. So when I first tried the Dazzle glasses from MAC, I really liked those because I couldn't feel the shimmer in my lips, and I got Rags to Riches, and I love that one because it just gives such a beautiful shine and gloss and like sparkle to your lips. So when I saw this one, I was like, okay, drugstore price. This was around $5 at H-E-B, which is, I'm like, at my drugstore it was, I swear. Because I watched a lot of reviews on this, which is where I'm going, but you guys know I talk a lot. But this was not reviewed very well. So I get home and I'm all excited. I'm like, ooh, my new product. So I hadn't tried it, and I was like, oh, okay, I saw a couple of reviews pop up. So I watched the reviews, and a lot of people were like, oh, I don't know, it's thick, I can feel the grit in it, I'm not quite sure, like it's just not that, and they're like, it's $8. I'm like, whew, where are you shopping? But I tried it out, and I was like, wait a minute, I don't know what they're talking about, which is why there's a lot of different reviews, because I think everyone has a different opinion. So I'll tell you what I do like about it. It doesn't have a doe foot applicator, which is what I don't like, but it has a brush, which I kind of think is better when you have like a little bit of shimmer in your gloss. But this is a really pigmented product, and it's like packed full of shimmer. I personally can't feel it. on my lips. And I'm pretty picky when it comes to like glitter or shimmer on my lips. And when I say picky, I mean I hate it. So if I could feel it, I would be like, yes, girls, you totally can feel it. But I couldn't feel it. So I don't know if this is just a better shade than some of the others, but this is what it looks like. And I don't know if you guys can see, but you see that like duochrome to it. It's so pretty. I love it all over the lips, and I like it on top of like a nude lipstick. So I put this on the center of my lips today, and just like I said, I had to do a thin layer of the other one because like 3 lip products, and that for the Estee Lauder one is pretty thick. So I just put it on the center, and it just gives like a really nice like glow. And when you're putting it on the center, it catches the light, which makes your lips appear bigger. So I like these, and they don't have a smell to them. They're not thin and they're not overly thick, so I wouldn't call them, I think they're a good consistency for a gloss. I was impressed, but I do only have one. So I'm gonna go ahead and recommend at least checking them out, and I like this color, the Ooh La Lava. I suppose I can't speak to some of the other colors. They might be able to feel it, but I cannot feel anything. It feels very, very smooth on my lips. It's definitely not the most thin gloss, but I think that if you're someone who's looking for a not sticky gloss, I don't know if you tend to go, like the word lava, that just kind of says that it's going to be a little bit thicker maybe, right? I don't know. But I don't think you'd have a huge problem with it, but maybe you would. I guess I'm the horrible person to say, because I don't mind a little bit of thickness when it comes to a product, because I think it's going to stay. It's definitely nothing in thickness compared to the Estee Lauder one, so I will say that. I want to just show you this gloss up close. So as you can see, like, look at that sheen, and you can sort of see it in here. But yeah, just so pretty. I feel like since it's on a nude, you can't really see, so I thought, what if I tried on like a really, really bold lip? One I've been loving is also from Colourpop, and it's in the color Flawless. And so I thought, well, what if I put this all over my lips and then topped it with this, and you could see like how it could transition, or like what it would look like with that. So that's Flawless on its own, and that is this gloss over it. And I'm going to put it on my lips so that we can really just test this theory out. So I'm gonna go and switch my lip, and I'll be right back. Add it to the center. Okay, so that is what it looks like on top of the Flawless Colourpop. I love it. I think it's like a really bright, fun, vibrant, and I love that. I love this product. So definitely check out those lip lavas from Covergirl, and I recommend that one in particular because I just think it's got those duochrome that really pull out the brightness and that fuchsia, so it looks really good over like berry lip shades. But if you guys have tried more of those and you find that you can feel the sparkle, let me know, because maybe there are some shades that you can feel it in. Okay, the last thing is a flop. I got this from someone and they had gotten it in their Birchbox, and I finally got around to trying it. It is a dry shampoo. It's from Sergey Normant, and it's called the Volumizing Dry Shampoo with cedar bark. What? Okay, this stuff is the worst dry shampoo I've ever used in my life. Like, holy biggest mistake. So I'm getting ready, don't have a lot of time. I'm like, I need a dry shampoo. I spray this stuff on. It comes out almost like a clear liquid, almost, you know, spray on, really, really heavy. It never sets up to like a powder. It just leaves this like, almost like you put hairspray in. I was going to the bottle. I'm like, did I just put a ton, did I just go with like a ton of hairspray? And granted, I'm like, I'm getting my hair done today, like my highlights back again. I let it grow out a long time. Granted, my roots are pretty dark right now. This made me look like I was greasy and hadn't showered in like 100 years. It was so bad that I had to immediately take a shower, which I was kind of pissed because I did not have time for that. So that dry shampoo is a flop. like the biggest dry shampoo flop. And I do remember that when my friend gave it to me, she was like, this dry shampoo, I really just can't get it to work. Like, I'm just gonna pass it on to you because like maybe I'm just not doing it right. I want to be like, no, you were doing it right. That is just a terrible, terrible dry shampoo. So that was my flop this week. I hope you guys had a wonderful week. As always, leave your favorites down below or any of your flops. If you guys tried a product this week that you were like, it was horrible, let me know that too, because I just remembered I always say like, let me know your favorites, but if you guys have flop products, I would love to hear that, because maybe that would save me money, and anybody else who's reading the comments down below, that would save them some money too, of why you don't like the product. Maybe it's this, they'll have the same problem. So always go ahead and share that down below if you have any favorites or flops. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Mwah. Okay, holy sweet Moses. So I was taking a thumbnail after I finished this video, and I was like smiling, and then I went to look in the mirror and I had this huge glob of lipstick on my teeth. Woo! Fail.